Good afternoon, everyone. This is Beth from Art by Bedell. It's nice to have all of you here with me. Today we're going to address that blank page, that big white scary page that intimidates you, and we're going to see if we can't fix that. So you get up in the morning and you're excited. You're all excited because you have the day, you have some time that you're going to actually sit down in your studio. The studio can consist of just a table in a corner in the living room. It can be your dining room table. It can be a whole room in your house that you have set aside if you're lucky enough to designate to your art space, or maybe you even have a studio outside your home. Whatever it might be, it doesn't take much. Just a table, some space, some quiet time. That's your studio. You get up in the morning and to start your day, however you start your day, whether it's with meditating, talking to God, asking Him to join you with your day. Maybe you just get up and you start your breakfast. You have to have your coffee or some sort of caffeine that gets you going, you know, that feeling. Maybe you start your day with being thankful, and maybe you're a type of person, you just get up and you're off and running and you go. Whatever, you're just going to start your day. You're waiting for that time. For me, I like to get a load of laundry going. I like to make sure the kitchen's all cleaned up, the dishes are done. It just kind of takes that off your mind, and you can sit down to your desk and have that peace that I don't have to get up and do that. I can really just sit here and enjoy my space, my time, my art. So you're psyched. You're going to paint. And you're going to get started, and you go in and you sit down, and oh no, it hits you, that blank page, and you start stressing and you start worrying about, okay, what colors I'm going to use, what I'm going to do. Maybe you're going to worry about, what if I ruin it, and then there goes that piece of canvas I paid, whatever you paid for it, down the drain. First off, I want to let you know that you can always fix it. You can always paint over it. It's never really totally destroyed, maybe. So you get going, and we're going to make it easy for you. We're going to give you some tools that you can use, and it's going to be playtime. It's going to be time that you're going to sit down and you're going to just let everything go, and you're just going to play. So with that being said, let's get started, shall we? So I start with a page of my mixed media journal book, and I am tearing it out for today. And I'm going to take that page, and the first thing I'm going to do is gesso it. Gesso it adds a little bit of seal to it. It gives it some tooth so that all of your paints or your different mediums will grab a hold. I have many different tools here lined up that I like to use. I like to use the Willow charcoal. Let's take a piece. And we're going to be free with this. We're just going to go for it. And look at that nice black line. And then we're going to add more to it. We have markers. I have different markers. They're different sizes. These, I like the Posca paint markers. This is the 5mm marker. And then one of my favorite ones is the 1mm or the 3mm paint marker. I have just black and white. Today we're going to pretty much just go for black and white. We're going to stick to neutrals. We're not going to really add any color. So the very obvious thing that we have from making our paint brushes, and there's all kinds of different paint brushes. You don't have to have expensive ones. There's this one that's just a really cheapy one. I really, really am in love with the acrylic paint brushes. Like I say, there's all kinds of paintbrushes, all kinds of sizes that you can use. Just pick out a few. Some of the other ones that are my favorite for maybe removing some paint, which makes some different lines, are these acrylic ones. They're pretty cool. Palette knives. They are metal, they're plastic. Try all of them. See which ones are your favorite for adding on paint. They're pretty cool. Some of the other brushes that we have are brushes that are very unique looking brushes. There's the fan brush. This is just, I don't know actually where I got this or what I've used it for, but it's pretty cool for adding some squiggly little lines on it. And then we have pencils. We have your soft pencils, or you can get hard pencils and just draw with that also. There's your watercolor pencils. The woodies are fun because they give bold marks and they're water soluble also. Some of the other tools that we have are little squeegees, whatever kind that you have that you like to work with. These ones are kind of fun, that has the shapes in the edges, and that's kind of fun to work with for mark making. You have your brayer to add paint and move paint around. How about a hair pick? Do you ever think of a hair pick? That's pretty cool. We have this tool. Again, I'm not sure where I got this tool. I've had it forever, but you splatter paint. You can do the same thing with a toothbrush and your thumb by splattering paint on your paper. Pick up anything that you see. There's this wee tiny little tool that you can use. And then anything for making circles. I'm a big fan of circles. And guess what this is? This is for coloring your hair to get in all those gray areas. Yeah, that makes really cool marks too. And this is your lid to your makeup bottle. Yep, it's a nice oval. How about a tape roll? The tape is gone. The roll has 2 circles on it. This is really cool. Your washi tape dispense. Your washer tape holder rings. The rolls on your washi tape. Pretty cool, huh? I don't know what this is, but look at the design in it. That's really neat too. Just pick up things as you see them. Apply paint with a room card key or an old credit card, debit card, whatever you have, gift card. That's good to apply paint with. So there's all kinds of things out there. Don't stick to one thing. Just add, and add to your list of what you have in your stash for making marks with. So I'm gonna quit talking and I'm gonna make a few marks here, and you can watch this demo for a few minutes. Here we go. So just with a little bit of time, we have a page that has lots of marks on it, different marks, and it's not so scary anymore. And it took me all of but a few minutes. So you get into that zone, you're painting away, and you lose track of the fact that it started as a white page. You tend to lose track of the fact that, what if I ruin it? Because it doesn't matter anymore. You're in that place where this is fun, this is relaxing. The artist in me is coming out, and I've started my page. The scariness is gone now. And so I could go on and I could add more. I could be happy with it is. I have little circles and I have big circles. I have thicker lines, wide lines done with the brush, and then some narrow lines done with the paint pens. I have fine lines that are done with that silly looking little brush. There's just all kinds of things. I have the woody pen, a pencil. I think I used it. Let's see if we could take our brush and maybe bleed some of these colors out a little bit. I have a little bit of water, and then I'm going to take where I did my woody, and it's going to bleed out, and just look at that. That just adds a gray color to it now. So now I'm not just stuck with just black and white on paper. I've got some tones going on here, and look, I can shade this all in and make it different. Look at that. How cool is that? So we're starting to design, but we're not caring about or worrying about the fact that what's it going to be. Maybe you'll consider this as ugly. I see it as fun. I see it as creative. And so what if it's ugly? If you're in that zone and you're having fun, and you're designing and you're growing because you're practicing, and so you need to keep practicing and keep working on it. This is a base. To this page, I would eventually start adding color. My art that I do has many layers. This is only the beginning. This is only the breaking that white blank page and starting something, sitting down in my studio and starting and playing. So I want you all to hopefully have some time. Maybe every day would be wonderful. If not every day, then let's try to get 2 to 3 days in a week where we can sit down and we could take a piece of paper and we can play. Go ahead, treat yourself to some play. Treat yourself to some relaxation. We all know we could all use it, right? And just enjoy. Take care. See you next time. Bye all.